Hello, it's Ruby, and today I'm going to be sharing my much awaited what I got for my birthday video. I film one of these every year, and like most years I wasn't sure if I was going to end up doing this. I know that lots of people like watching them, and I get so many requests around my birthday to film one of these videos, but it does feel a little like odd to be filming, I don't know. But I'm going to film it because it was very highly requested, and I hope that you do enjoy watching them. Somehow I turned 21 this year, which seems utterly absurd. I do not feel 21, but my family made it so special. Like, this is the best birthday I can ever remember having, and I felt so incredibly grateful and blessed the whole day, the whole week. Like, still I'm just like on this high of gratitude. That's not because of the physicality of the gifts I received. Number one, the thought that went into these gifts. Like, this year I saw more than ever like how well my family knows me, and they put so much time and effort into creating and like finding gifts which they knew I would really love. I just felt so like known and loved. But then obviously, aside from the gifts, like the most important thing is the actual time that we're able to spend together. And like literally my birthday was just, as I say, the most incredible birthday I can remember. And as usual with these what I got for my birthday videos, I do want to talk about the non-physical things that I received, because it's really easy to kind of like go through and be like, I received this mug, but I think the really special things and things that we really remember about birthdays are the moments and the experiences that we have with the people we love. And so I want to share with you the non-physical things which I received for my birthday, which are so incredibly special. Mum and I had like a spa morning in the morning, so we did yoga together. I did a ballet class. Mum also gave me a massage. If you didn't know, my mum is an aromatherapist and she's really good at massage. So lovely of her. I felt so relaxed and so good. It was nice to be able to like switch off from everything else and just spend time with my mum. So then my sister woke up at 11 and I had the most incredible gift from my sister. Like, she went through all of our old baby videos. Like, we've got so many tapes, all of these old videos, and she put together a birthday video for me of like clips that I hadn't seen before and all these photographs. It was just so wonderful. It was a half-an-hour video, and she also got messages from like all of the people I'm closest to, like birthday messages saying their favourite memories, and it was just like such an emotional thing to watch. I feel so lucky to have Martha, and the fact that she put so much time into creating that for me, like I feel so grateful, and that is my favourite gift that I received this year. I'll always be able to look back on it and feel like that gratitude all over again. So then we had lunch, and we had this like deli spread, but we set it up like afternoon tea. So we had mini pastries and jam tarts and crackers and hummus. It was so tasty, and obviously we had it with some tea, which I very much love. Then after that I opened my presents. After opening presents, we went into like a local town which is so pretty, and we walked along the river there, and we also went into my favourite bookshop. And with the birthday money I'd been given from my granddad, I bought this collection of short stories set in Paris, which I have already started to dip into, and it's really good. My grandparents and Natasha came around in the evening and had this really nice deli board, just chatted. Genuinely just the whole day I felt so grateful, and it was just so slow paced, and it was just such a wonderful day. And then the next day we went out for afternoon tea for my birthday, which was so wonderfully special, and again I was just brimming with gratitude the whole time. This was honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had. It was so beautiful and special, truly magical. It felt like something out of a storybook. The food was absolutely delicious, and yes, they did have vegan options and they were very good. And we also tried this tea tasting experience where they had a tea barista who introduced us to 4 different types of teas and walked us through the histories, taught us about it. It was so interesting. As someone who loves tea, it was honestly amazing. It was just incredible. I want to say thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. I had so many people saying happy birthday on Instagram and YouTube, and again I was just so overwhelmed by how kind people are, and that's just it. I think I just felt overwhelmed by how lovely people are and how grateful I am for, you know, everyone that is in my life, like people online who are in my life. Yeah, I just feel grateful. With that said, I'm going to show you some of the presents I got for my birthday. So my main present this year was a complete surprise, and I literally sat there, when I say I sat there for like 5 minutes, actually speechless. I could not believe it, and still every time I look at it I am just overwhelmed by how incredible, like, okay, you're gonna see, oh my goodness. My main present from my parents was this. Number one, isn't this the most beautiful book you have ever seen in your entire life? It's just beautiful, like the gold edging, like the original illustrations. I've never seen the original illustrations in this book before. This is actually, if you can believe it, a 1905 first edition of A Little Princess. I've never owned like a collector's edition, first edition of a book, but this is my favourite book of all time. If you didn't know, I read it every year. It was the first classic I ever read. I was 6 when I read it for the first time, and it's one of the most influential books for me, my favourite book of all time. I had no idea I was going to receive this, so when I opened it I was just overwhelmed. Still, every time I look at it I just can't believe that it's actually here and that I'm actually touching it. And I think it's beautiful to think of how other people have read this. Like, it's in such good condition, but you know that it has been read, and how wonderful is it to think that other people, like over the last century, people have read this book and been influenced and like loved it in the same way that I did. And I find that really beautiful and special, and this is now possibly my most prized possession. I also received a few other books, and all of them are really cool books as well. So this next one is 6 to 16 by Juliana Horatio Ewing. This is actually I think it's an American periodical which is published for girls in the Victorian period. You might be thinking, Ruby, why do you want to read this? I'm actually really fascinated by Victorian childhood and like perceptions of Victorian childhood, because it had like the development of the child as a concept for the first time in the Victorian period, like spawning out of the Romantics. And I think one of the coolest things for like actually understanding that is by looking at periodicals, looking at magazines. This was published for girls aged 6 to 16, and so by reading the short stories, by seeing how it was edited and, you know, kind of like the order in which they write things, like I feel like you can learn so much about Victorian childhood. So I'm really looking forward to reading this, and it's beautiful. Like, it says at the top, price 1 shilling. Again, I was not expecting this. My mum knew I really wanted this, but I would never buy it for myself because it's too extravagant. This is from the Folio Society. Look at this. Again, it's a children's book. So this is Letters from Fairyland by Charles Van Sandrick. This is like a limited edition collection. I love this illustrator, and it's just such a charming collection. Then the final book I received is this mini collection of Songs of Innocence and Experience by William Blake. Just like a really simple paperback. So then the other main present I got, which, oh my goodness, I am so excited about. I have wanted this for like 6-7 years, probably longer than that actually. I received this pearl necklace. This is the box it came in. It's vintage, so my parents got it on Etsy, I think. It's just so pretty. Like, I am gonna wear this all of the time. I love that pearls are just so timeless, like they're so classic. I've always loved the way that they look. They're definitely my favourite kind of jewellery. I'm so grateful to have received these. And I'm just going to show you the box. Like, look how pretty this box is. It's got this like green velvet inside. But yes, I received those, and I'm so happy, and it's really special because I'll always remember that I got them for my 21st. So then my mum, oh my goodness, she made me this scrapbook. It says on the front, the best thing about memories is making them, and it is just filled with all of these baby photos. And then at the top of every one, she's written a little caption, given a little information about the picture. So this is something I'm going to have forever, and like always have these snapshots of my childhood like collected together here. Like that one of my dad and I, which is so cute, from teddy bears. It's my mum and I. But this was so lovely to look through. It took like an hour in total to go through it, and we had to do it in 2 different batches because there are just so many. I want to look through them properly. On the topic of scrapbooks, not only did Martha make me a birthday video, but she made me a scrapbook, like, which is the most aesthetic, beautiful thing, and it's filled with memories and filled with inside jokes, and just like so much time went into this. Like, my parents say that she was working on this video in the scrapbook pretty much flat out, and it's just filled with like such kind words and memories. And this is what it looks like. There's me as a baby sleeping on the front, and then she's put all of these astronomy sticker prints on. It's really thoughtful again because I do love anything to do with space. That's like an example of one of the pages. So like this one is surf themed because my sister and I really love surfing with my dad. Yeah, this is just like, again, one of my most prized possessions. This was like, I just feel so incredibly grateful to my sister for putting this together. Okay, so the next thing I got from my parents is this, which is very cool. It's a kombucha starter kit. The mother for kombucha is called a SCOBY, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that so weird? The next thing I got from my parents is the Sarasa Clip 0.5 nib pens. These are some of my favourite pens, and I really have wanted the coloured ones, but I did not expect to receive these. My mum also got me these stickers from Etsy sellers. These ones are from the Wildflower Bloom. Just one more chapter. This like lavender in a jar. And then the other stickers are from Brush to Paper. I love the typewriter. Look, a little boba bubble tea one. My mum got me these like mini Angelina Ballerina books secondhand. I was obsessed with Angelina Ballerina when I was younger. When I was like 2, I was like read them so much that I learned all of the I learned the words to the book and knew when to turn the pages, like when the writing stopped, even though I didn't know the words to the book. So my parents thought I could read way earlier than I actually could. Obviously I haven't looked at these since I was like 3 or 4 years old, and so it's so nostalgic, like looking back at these illustrations. Like that is so nostalgic. Yeah, so that's everything I got from my parents. I was so spoiled this year, and they obviously know me so well. Like all of the presents are so thoughtful and such lovely surprises. So now I'm going to show you what my sister got me. As you've already seen, like the main thing she did get me were the birthday video and the scrapbook, but she did get me some other presents too. As always, Martha is so good with presents. You probably know that if you watch any of my other what I got for my birthday videos. Okay, so the first thing she got me is this grow your own Japanese maple. This is like a bonsai tree, but it's a Japanese maple because she knows I love autumn. Then, okay, I love avocado, and she got me this like really fancy avocado storage container. So you just like slide this open, and then it's got this like weird silicone thing. Okay, this next thing is so cool. Like I've never even heard of something like this before. So it's this little like robot guy. He casts this yellow light, like golden light, and it's supposed to replicate golden hour. Martha and I like to get photos at golden hour, of course, and so this like replicates golden hour light, so we can take photos together with it. Honestly, like it works really well as well. I have only tried it out once, like as soon as I opened it, and I'll put the photos here. Like it actually works really well. Martha got me some fake pearl earrings, but she thought that they were like clip-ons because I don't have my ears pierced, but they are real ones, so that is a shame. We're not sure what to do with these. So next, Martha got me these 2 tartan Alice bands. I only have one Alice band. It's this white one which has like loads of makeup stains on, and I've had it for 10 years, so I am very, very excited about these. I've worn them the last 2 days. And also on the clothing front, she got me this skirt, which is this really nice green gingham. Like I love this colour so much. Finally, my main present from Martha this year was this. How cool is this? Oh my gosh. It's a prop replica of Hermione Granger's bag in the final Harry Potter film. Iconic beaded bag. Honestly, it's such good quality, and you can actually like it's got loads and loads of storage inside, so you can wear it like this, like crossbody, which I just actually really like. Like I actually genuinely love using this. Okay, so next from my grandparents. My grandparents on my dad's side, as I said, gave me money, and I bought that book. So then from my other grandparents, I got the most thoughtful gift. Number 1, this mug, which is personalised. It says on the inside, Ruby 21st birthday, but around the side are the names of loads of female authors, books that these female authors have written. To go with it, there is a matching teapot with the same design, and I've already used this a few times and I just love it so much, and it just shows how well my grandparents know me. And if you're wondering, this is the name of the brand. Then from my auntie, uncle and cousins, I got, oh my goodness, the most beautiful tray ever. Like, isn't that just the most aesthetic tray? It's like Victorian era aesthetic. This is from India Jane, which is a really nice like homeware company. And then from my other cousins and auntie, oh my gosh, how fancy is this? It's this white notebook with my initials at the bottom in gold. And it's so cool because like the notebook is removable, so you can buy refills for it and you can always use this. This is such a thoughtful present. So from our neighbours, I got this teacup from the Alice in Wonderland V&A collection, and this is the teacup and saucer. So then finally, from some family friends, I got this little tree. I don't have like a proper houseplant, so this is so cool and I love the way it looks in my room. So that's everything I received for my birthday. I feel so incredibly lucky, as I said. Like, I've just been so overwhelmed by gratitude the last few days, and I feel so grateful for everyone I have in my life and everyone who said happy birthday, and just in general for being alive, you know? It's crazy because 21 is, you know, does mark official adulthood now. Like, I am officially an adult. Entirely absurd. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a productive week.